In 1915, on a small island in the Delaware River called Treasure Island, E. Erner Goodman founded an honor society based on cheerful service that would become the Order of the Arrow. During August of this year, that group gathered at Iowa State University in Ames for a national conference. Over 7,000 participants made it the largest conference ever and the greatest.
From 50 states and several foreign countries, from diverse cultures, backgrounds, and circumstances, we come together to explore that which makes us unique and to reaffirm that which binds us together. We are as different as the countless colors woven into the insignia chosen by our lodges. Yet we are all dedicated to the noble purpose represented by the red arrow we wear over our shoulder.
And it is now our turn to welcome you to the 1998 National OA Conference. And welcome you, we do. We believe we have the finest program ever at NOAC prepared for you this week. The staff has been working diligently since the first meeting of section chiefs last December to form a team and provide you the very best youth-developed program in all of Scouting.
Airmen, our National Vice Chief, Dave Petrek.
When I think of our theme, memories of the past, a vision for the future, images of the founders immediately emerge. Dreams of the very first Order of the Arrow ceremony and the charged atmosphere and spirit that filled the air on that historic June day in 1915 come to mind. Through a series of challenges and life-changing events, the Boy Scouts shows us the greatest things in life: excitement and competition, solid as rock morals and values, a true inner strength to lead us throughout our lives. But the Order of the Arrow captures the spirit of service, the intangible benefit of helping others. It is our duty to carry and eventually pass this torch of enthusiasm and knowledge to the next generation, our youngest members. It is the young airmen of today who will lead us tomorrow and live this great vision for the future, the vision of greater leadership and service to the BSA. I now ask that you reflect upon your own lives and over the next few moments consider a vision for the future and determine the personal role that you would like to play. My close friends in the Order play this role, for your friends in Scouting will be your friends for life.
We are brothers, you and I. I kind of like that, and I hope you do too.
On Monday evening, we were all treated to a special program outlining the history of our founder, Dr. E. Erner Goodman.
Hi, my name is Josh. So, who was the guy who started our order? What was he about? How did he become one of the icons of Scouting in America? Tonight, we will answer those questions, as well as speak with some of the people who knew him best. This is a recreation of the Brotherhood Barn. The original is at Dr. Goodman's summer home in Vermont. Brotherhood Barn has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Erna wanted to show us the Brotherhood Barn and the Brotherhood fireplace. So we put on our parkas, we trudged across the snow, and the Brotherhood Barn had a beam across it. So Erna had to shovel a little snow, remove the beam, and then we went into the Brotherhood Barn. In the middle of the barn was the fireplace. Now, Erna was extremely proud of the fireplace, primarily because the stones on the outside of the fireplace had come from all of the lodges all over the country. They had mailed it to him one at a time.
Cheerful service, the idea of the servant leader, is the basis of our order. Now, from the beginning, Dr. Goodman cited what he thought to be the true meaning of cheerful service. Mr. Block, tell us, what has your research uncovered?
One of the things we rediscovered in researching Dr. Goodman's past was the story of Billy Clark, the boy who inspired the idea of cheerful service. One of the boys in camp during the summer of 1914 in Dr. Goodman's troop was sick and needed some help. Billy agreed to help take care of him and do for him what the boy couldn't do on his own.
Thank you, Mr. Block.
Thank you, Josh.
Errolman, please welcome Mrs. Ann Capel and Mr. Ted Goodman.
And
when he played the piano, sometimes he would put on a big hat, a big cowboy hat or his derby hat, and he'd put a cigar out of the corner of his mouth, which he never smoked. And he sang really serious songs like, "I didn't steal that chicken just followed me home."
I was asked if I wanted to go to camp at Treasure Island. Although I lived in New Jersey, I was invited to go to Treasure Island. The night before I was leaving, Dad came by my bed and said, "How am I feeling?" And I said, "I've never been at a camp where I didn't know anybody." I said, I really don't know that I want to go." He said, "Listen to me." He said, "You will like it. You will enjoy it, and you'll be glad that you went." So I went. I enjoyed it. I was glad I went. And a couple of years later, I was able to join the Inami Lodge of the Order myself. I've always been happy.
Two former national chiefs who held those conferences and know what it was like to work with Dr. Goodman are here with us tonight. Dr. Stish, tell us, what was it like to hear Dr. Goodman speak?
Dr. Goodman was a motivational speaker before the term became very popular. It was one of the things about the conference to anticipate what his challenge was going to be. He said, "And you, my brothers, will bring my boats ashore." And there was a moment of silence, and then the place erupted. And I don't think that there was anybody there that was not moved to do better in the Order of the Arrow and to serve their fellow man.
Thank you, Bob.
He looked at me and discussed the need for being a servant leader and told me that a life dedicated to service to others was a life well spent. And I've never forgotten that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From the beginning, Dr. Goodman was the spirit of the Order of the Arrow. He remains so today.
The spirit, as I understand it, is the real self of the individual, helping himself to understand the world he lives in, helping to do what he thinks he ought to do in the future before him. It is a thing that is hard to set forth in so many words, but it is facing life as we understand it, and seeking guidance to do the right thing in that life.
Not bad. And that was just the beginning. There were training sessions, Indian crafts and dancing, the Indian event show, and my own personal favorite, patch trading. now, let's look at some more highlights from the conference. The Founders Day activities are always a hit at NOAC, and this year was no exception.
Peanuts and watermelon for Georgia, come and get 'em!
Get some fresh stuff.
Somebody take the water from Lake Huron.
On Wednesday evening, we all enjoyed a terrific theme show. It was called The Admonition. It gave us all something to think about.
Let my son tell you in his own words why we are here tonight.
Well, hi. I know I should thank you all for coming today. You took all that time to get all dressed up and pretty. You might as well be having fun. Wish I could throw you a party. Celebrate the fact that we, you and I, had a chance to know each other. I'm 16 years old, and I'm gonna die. If not tomorrow, then some other day. And when I do, I don't want to have wasted my time or yours. Take a moment and look to the future, plan for tomorrow. I didn't, and that's how I'm talking to you today. And I've come to the realization that there's nothing more definite than the passage of time, like dying. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And where there is no vision, life shall perish from the earth. Remember the past. Imagine the future. Have a party. I gotta go.
Hi, Jack, Brad, Trey, Lucian, right?
Yes, sir. Sorry we're late, Mr. Saxon. We just got to talking, and...
That's all right. I think Chris would have wanted that. In fact, I was waiting for you. Chris asked me to give you something.
Chris's book bag?
Yes, there's a letter in there. It's to all of you. You were his best friends in the world, and I think he needs to talk to you right now.
Funeral's a bummer, I bet. Hope my video gets the Oscar. Best performance by the deceased. Well, I guess you're wondering why I've called you all together. I hope you are reading this aloud, Jack. For Brad's sake.
Brad.
I'll keep this short and to the point. I want the four of you to stay here, in the cemetery, after everybody else leaves, and play the videotape here, in my handheld theater, when you are alone. I recorded a message for you. Just you guys. If you don't do it, I'll haunt you. Signed, Chris.
Well, let's watch it, guys.
Hey, guys. Great to see you again. Cemetery empty, right? Just us? Rock on. I want you to promise to spend the next 30 minutes in the cemetery and follow my instructions. That's it. Simple.
So we're all going to sit here in the cemetery for the next half an hour. What's Chris up to? Only one way to find out.
So what do we do?
So here's what we do. Jack, take the backpack and you'll see inside 4 note cards. Each are in packs. Now, they got a name on them, so pass them out.
Mine says go to a high place.
Mine too. Let's go.
Brothers, some have been found among us willing to spend themselves in serving others. Yet they have not felt the fire. They have not heard the ammunition. They have not seen the arrow.
You were sent to seek a vision of yourselves and of your purpose. We each will present a challenge to assist you in this quest.
That's cool. OA stuff, huh? I guess.
It says here that I'm supposed to stay up here with my back to you guys, close my eyes, and fall backwards, letting you catch me.
Right, and we're supposed to hold out our arms and break his fall. Cool.
No, it's not cool. You guys won't catch me.
Gee, aren't we trusting?
Here goes.
Still in one piece?
Yeah, whoa, that's hard to do.
What, trusting?
Yeah, I guess so. Next.
This says that I'm supposed to go into that crypt alone and get some booty for Brad.
Booty? For me? Go get it.
I'm not going in there.
Yeah, I'll get it.
No, you can't. Chris said one thing for each of us to do. He can only do it. We can only help him. Don't be afraid to try something new. That's where the action is in life. Sometimes you have to take a little risk to gain a big reward.
All right.
I got your booty, dude.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, Trey, did you see the pirate?
Yeah, looking a little thin these days. All skin and bones.
Good job, Trey. Chris would be proud of you. Me too. Who's next?
Well, I'm next. Now go to that fountain thing and find the buckets next to it. The big one holds 5 quarts, the smaller one 3 quarts. Your challenge is to give exactly 4 quarts to Lucian. I'll bet you can't do it on your own. Bet you $5. Take the 5-quart container. I can do this, all right? Here, Lucian, 4 quarts.
You don't know that.
I do know that. It's a 5-quart container, and it's not quite full.
That does not make it 4 quarts.
It's close enough.
Chris said exactly 4 quarts.
He didn't mean absolutely, perfectly exact. Is this the same Chris that I know?
Sure he did.
Why is Chris doing this?
I'm not completely sure.
God, I'm so mad at him.
At Chris?
Yeah?
Why, this water thing?
Yeah, he's embarrassing me in front of you guys. Ah!
Tell me your best memory of Chris.
I guess it was that time after that soccer game. We met some girls afterwards, and we were both trying to impress him. He made me a part of his story, just so we could both impress those girls. I'll never forget it.
Sounds just like Chris. Call you a doofus, but do your homework for you. Say you're a poor redneck, but buy you lunch.
Tell you to do something he knows you can't. You want to help me out, Jack?
Sure, come on.
Thanks, Jack.
Not a problem.
Hey, guys, I got it.
All
Hey,
right.
all right. Got your 4 chords, Lucian. Jack, help me out. What's your card say, Lucian?
It just says, listen. As the warrior draws the arrow most trustworthy from the quiver, you were drawn from many others.
What's your test, Lucian? What's up?
We're not supposed to speak. Read your card.
Oh. Chris, what do you want me to do?
You want me to keep my promises? You want me to set an example? You want me to lead? Brett, how much time is left?
There's about 8 minutes left.
It's not enough time.
A friend is someone with whom you
Chris!
may be sincere.
Chris is back!
Before him you may think aloud. I'm sorry, guys, but time's up.
No, Chris! There's 8 minutes left!
I know the timer hasn't run out yet, but sometimes things don't always make it to 0. This is your second lesson in that. I read somewhere that to have a friend, you have to be a friend. And I will always be your friend. I love you guys. I truly do. I just wish there was an easier way to say goodbye. Think of me as Kitchkenneth. Now with courage on this first step, follow me and these my brothers. Let us find the arrow.
Chris!
He really is gone.
Just like that. His time ran out before it was supposed to. But what does Chris want us to do?
Know how to be a friend. The meaning of brotherhood.
How important it is to understand and respect each other while we are here.
Before it's too late to do so.
Because you never know when your time will come.
Where you going, Jack?
We almost forgot the inscription on the tomb.
What does it say, Jack?
It's a quote from the Bible. It says, I give unto you a new commandment, that ye love one another.
Today, we are pleased to present the Distinguished Service Award to our Deputy Chief Scout Executive, Mr. Roger Olmsted.
You know, wow, what a great sight this is to see all of you. And what a great pleasure it is for me to be here today, to see so many friends. The Order of the Arrow is at a new level on the eve of the second 50 years. We are an organization that is talking about what we're going to do better. The Order of the Arrow provides an opportunity for all of us to come together around the important causes of leadership and service. Service is a part of our oath, part of our law, and part of our order.
Please welcome our National Chief, Matt Millison.
Wamakton Dink. Brotherhood denotes the idea of unity, of togetherness. It means locking arms and helping one another get through as a team. Wingalautsig. Cheerfulness is often used to describe fake happiness or the way that we should conduct ourselves when doing something that we would rather not. Cheerfulness is not a mask, but is, as Dr. Goodman says, a thing of the spirit, wit to him away. Service without expectation of payment or reward is what holds society and humankind together, and yet it is what is most often neglected. In the timeless words of Charles Dickens, no one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. We are elected to be part of the order not so much for what we have done, but on the promise of what we will do. These are the elements that make up the noble goals and purposes that Matthew speaks of in the ordeal ceremony, and are the framework to the promise we make every time we raise our hand in the scout sign and say the obligation. As we close this celebration of our 50th year as an integral program in the Boy Scouts of America, let us remember our commitment to brotherhood. Let us remember our dedication to cheerfulness. Let us remember our pledge of lifelong service. Let us dream, let us endeavor, let us imagine, let us vision. But most of all, let us live out our admonition. See you in 2000. Godspeed.
NOAC is a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. We all learn something new about ourselves that we can take home with us. Some new ideas, a renewed dedication to make a difference. Memories of the past, a vision for the future. This National Order of the Arrow Conference may be in the past, but our vision is to the future.